Cybersecurity is one of those things everybody should know about, and you really can see it taking place even in some of the most recent headlines about just security of information in general. Google, for instance, just now settling $100 million for their biometric information privacy lawsuit that was filed. That means a lot of Illinois residents who used Google products and had their face scanned without their information, they're going to get some kind of payout very similar to what happened with Facebook. Now, those weren't necessarily malicious actions, and there can be malicious activity that can compromise your security, especially in cyberspace, and somebody has put together a group to inform information technology professionals and just the general public about the importance of cybersecurity. She is Stephanie Fuller. She is the executive director of the Information Technology Society for Education. Stephanie, thanks for taking time with us this morning. How you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
So you've got a conference coming up for people. Tell us about it.
We do. So the Information Technology Society for Education is a newly formed association. And so we have a great board that wanted to provide an educational opportunity for IT professionals for free, and our focus is cybersecurity, how to safeguard your data. Our event is on Tuesday, October 4th, here in Springfield, Illinois. It's at the Presidential Abraham Lincoln Hotel, 701 East Adams Street, Springfield, if you don't know. And it's from 9 a.m. to noon. And we have some excellent speakers. We have Carl Connor from the University of Illinois, the Medication Innovation Office. We also have Tony Collins, who is from the Federal Department of Homeland Security, and Devin Ball, who is in the security area at Levi Ray and Shoup, LRS. As well, we also have an expert panel at the end that for 45 minutes will answer the audience's questions. And that panel of experts is Chris Hill from LRS, Jennifer Rominger from the State of Illinois Department of Innovation Security, and also Carl Connor from UIS. So we are really excited to bring a free event for information technology professionals and anyone interested in cybersecurity. It's going to be a great event. It's Tuesday morning, and I'm excited to share it today.
So Tuesday morning at the Lincoln Presidential Hotel, downtown Springfield, you'll be able to get a lot of information about cybersecurity. And as you said, this is really for those who are information technology professionals, but anybody can attend this free event. Talk about the need for business owners. Not every business owner is going to have an IT professional. A lot of times, you business owners out there, you're running a small business, you're the HR person, you're the dishwasher, you're making sure that the yard's mowed, and you also have to be concerned about information technology. Talk about the small business owners that should really carve out some time to get out to this.
Absolutely. And so part of our speakers' topics include everything from security app development. If you have an app for your organization, you need to make sure that you have the security in place for your business to make sure that you are safeguarding your customers' data as well as your business's data. So we're going to have stories, tips, and best practices for that. We're also going to talk about once you have an app or have IT services or have an IT system for your organization, risk assessments and the analysis of those risk assessments. And then lastly, we also have a topic, depending on what your business is, devoted solely to healthcare security and privacy. So we will be talking about the importance of, PII, personally identifiable information, as well as PHI, personal health information. And of course, HIPAA will be a part of that conversation as always. And then lastly, our panel is going to answer questions from the audience. So if you have questions as a business owner, please, please, please come, because we've carved out time for you to have free access to these IT security experts to answer anything that you want to ask.
These types of conferences are so valuable because a business owner or somebody even in the public sector who's responsible for information technology, they could spend 2 weeks on the phone, back and forth with emails, reading all kinds of policy papers, just to try to get updated on the latest information. This is a kind of one-stop shop for people to get the information from the experts, where they can directly ask those questions from a panel and get the information they need to stay secure in the cyber world.
Absolutely. We're really excited because we have a great panel of experts. We have great experienced speakers. And, it was really important to the Information Technology Society for Education. This is our first event. We're a newly formed association. But it was really important for us to offer this for free for everyone because this is so important. We want everyone to have access to this information.
Stephanie Fuller, she is the executive director of the Information Technology Society for Education. You can find more on their website, itse.education. Again, the website, www.itse.education. And as you said, this is a new group.
Yes.
Talk a bit about its forming and what the goals and plans are for the future.
Absolutely. So ITSE was founded, like I said, just this year. And our goal is to educate, connect, and inspire IT professionals. So we're trying to create a community of IT professionals and provide relevant education, networking, and growth opportunities for them. And it was founded simply because, pre-COVID, there were ideas of we needed to be able to get folks together. I mean, even in a city the size of Springfield, we have IT businesses that didn't even know the others existed here.
Wow.
So we were kind of on an island, and so the intent was just to provide education, networking, and this is our start, and we're really excited. We have a very engaged and diverse board, which has been a lot of fun, and so our board members have even been able to network and connect and provide business opportunities with each other that would not have existed.
So again, this is coming up Tuesday, October 4th at the Presidential Abraham Lincoln Hotel, downtown Springfield from 9 to noon. It's the Information Technology Society for Education, focusing on cybersecurity, especially for those information technology professionals. Stephanie Fuller, again, give us kind of an outline of what's going to be covered, who's going to be there, and what else, maybe what people should bring. Should they bring some pre-prepared questions, some things that they already have in mind? How should people prepare for this Tuesday?
Okay, well, so our first speaker will be Carl Connery. He's going to cover healthcare security and privacy. So if you have any healthcare concerns or part of your business, please definitely be there for that. Carl's been in the healthcare IT space for a very, very long time, and he has a great wealth of knowledge there. Our second speaker will be Tony Collins from the Federal Department of Homeland Security, and he's going to talk about issues, concerns when you're with security app development. So when you're developing an app, the security requirements and making sure you have all of your security in place as you're developing an application. And then our third speaker will be Devin Ball with Levi Ray and Shoup, and she's going to talk about risk assessments and analysis. So after you've built the app, you need to do a risk assessment and then analyze your risk assessment to make sure that you don't have any gaps. And then lastly, that expert panel that's going to answer questions from the attendees. So if you are coming, please, you don't need to bring anything except your brain and some questions. We really want to have a robust conversation while we have these experts on this panel ready and engaged and ready to answer your questions. We want you to come with questions and anything. It can be anything. Anything that comes to mind. It's open. There are no dumb questions.
Well,
we want everyone to get the answers they need.
And I tell you, it's best to ask a question that you think might be dumb because hackers are out there and they find some of the dumbest areas to sneak into, things that you wouldn't really even think about. Stephanie, I remember the election of 2016. We had one little, coding language form on the State Board of Elections website that seemed to provide a backdoor to get into all that. It was just one little minor piece of code.
Yep.
And that's the type of thing that I think people don't necessarily realize they have to be considerate of.
Absolutely. We have to be vigilant. And so this is part of the conversation. So we're really excited to have this event, and we invite anyone and everyone who has an interest and has questions because we have the people here ready to answer them.
So again, it's Tuesday down at the Presidential Abraham Lincoln Hotel, downtown Springfield from 9 to 2. You can get more information at itse.education. Do they have to pre-register?
So we do ask for registration, even though it's free, just to make sure we have enough room. So we do ask that you register at our website, itse.education, as /events, or just click on upcoming events. So that would be ideal, simply because we want to make sure that we have enough seats for everyone.
Absolutely. Stephanie, thank you so much for taking time. Let's not make this the last conversation, because cybersecurity is something that has to be first and foremost in a lot of people's minds, especially if they are interacting with customers or with clients online in any capacity. There's a lot of pitfalls that they could tragically fall into and possibly even be held liable for such things. So these are all going to be part of the conversation coming up Tuesday. So make that happen. Stephanie Fuller, thank you so much for taking time with the Information Technology and Society for Education. We'll talk again soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
It is Springfield's Morning News. I'm Greg